Well, pains me to say, but I've sort of had to make a pretty tough call on this project here. So I think I've been working on this project overall for it's coming up to a year, and keep delaying it. I keep pushing it back, keep adding stuff and changing stuff. And the simple fact is I'm learning. I'm developing as I've been making this project. I've been learning on the job, if you will, how to use commands and how to now write data packs. And all in all, there's just so much I could do a lot better that we've gone to the point where I've spent the last 2 months or 3 months, I believe, trying to convert everything in this world to data packs so that it is playable and functional and, to a high degree of polish. But in saying that, those 3 months I've spent trying to convert each of these systems, because to put it frankly, command blocks don't just directly translate to data packs. There is a lot of differences between the two that has really drawn out my process of being able to release this map. And to make it worse, this map was done around the start of the year. I had a playable, fully functional version of the map that I could have fun with, and I haven't got to do that. In fact, at worst, I'm pretty burnt out with this project. Like, I don't really know if I want to playtest it at all. But at the same time, I feel bad because a lot of what has been built on my channel in terms of Minecraft has come from this project. So not being able to release anything is horrible. It's horrible to me. It feels like I'm, letting a lot of people down, if you will, because I've built up the excitement for this project. So, the decision that I've come up with, because again, just to go over it, I've invested, say, 3 months now trying to convert these commands into data packs. And in those 3 months, I guarantee I could have built this project from scratch. If I had just started and just worked with data packs in those 3 months, I could have made all the systems. It's the process of copying everything over rather than starting from scratch to ensure that I keep the same ideas and the same systems that has really limited and slowed the process. So the decision I've made is this is the map. This is what will be released as a map because obviously it still has a lot of command block systems. I've also toggled everything on, so I had a bunch of different options for the map or data pack system, whatever you want to call it at this point, and I've just toggled them all on. The TPS, if you will, is not great. Alt F3, right? So what is it, 22 and 33 at max, and I would say my computer, by and large, would be high-mid in terms of quality. So, unfortunately to say, not everyone will be able to run this project either. But, I'm pretty sure this is what I need to do, because I am getting burnt out day by day trying to convert little segments of this to data packs, and I just can't do it. I would much rather invest my time into building it from scratch, solely as data packs, especially given everything I've learned and, been taught by a lot of different people in the community that I'm really grateful for. I want to start again. I can definitely make this a lot better than it is. I can still keep some of the core ideas, but it won't be this map, and, it won't have everything in it. It'll probably have some other stuff that this one doesn't have. All in all, I think it's time for me to call it quits. In all honesty, I don't think it's worth my time working on any of this anymore, especially when all I'm doing is day by day picking out a system, going through all the commands and copy and pasting them over into a data pack, and then figuring out where things don't really work anymore, testing them in such short fragments, correcting them, and it is all just very, very draining that I'd much rather just create new things. I mean, the few things I have been releasing are technically new creations. The Cauldron Brewing, the latest one I've released, I redid that from scratch. I did then also include the previous iteration of it that was from this world, but half of it was from scratch, and that is where I find my enjoyment is creating new things. I don't really like going over scrutinizing, checking, and refining. I just like creating new things. For me, that's the whole purpose of Minecraft, this is a creative sandbox game that I am, in a sense, trying to turn into more of an RPG, but it is still a creative game at its core. So I think what we're going to do is we'll come down here, and we will just border this off. So we'll use world border. We'll set it at, no, I need to center right, 0, 0. And then if I add or set, I should be able to increase it, right? So set distance, it is 2 by 2 chunks, so it should be 16 blocks in each direction, right? So if I just do that, everything should be encased. No, not quite. No, I have to go double that. 32 should do it. Okay, so how do I get out now? Do I just teleport? Can I do it in spectator mode? Never actually... Yeah, there we go. I've never actually worked with the world border. But we can go into... Oh, wait. Is it the opposite? You have to be in the world border? Right, if I'm outside, I take damage? That's what's going on? Ah, I was trying to close this off so no one can get to it. You know what? That's fine too. World border. How do I remove it now? Can I remove it? 0? Let me Google it. I think technically I could just 0 the damage. Right, and then if we go back to spectator mode, we can hop outside. Although there's still the annoying red tint. World border is not correct. Why? Well, I would guess I was in the ground. Can I get rid of the tint? Or do I just have to get rid of this? Well, that's annoying. I guess I'll, you know, no. Plain and simple, we just go TP, us, 10,000, 10,000, not 10,000. Why won't it let me do Y? Interesting. I'm very confused at the moment. That was a typo. Okay, so this will be everyone's starting position if they want to play this, and I will figure out how to get rid of the world border. Apparently, you just set a very, very maximum distance to delete it, which is kind of weird, not why. Well, this is a pretty tranquil. This is a pretty tranquil place to sort of end this off. So yeah, so I will put this out there. This map that is half done, half data pack, half commands. Anyone who is interested in finally playing everything I've been showcasing, you're more than welcome to. I will delete all the achievement stuff. I will put us in survival, delete all the dimensions, right? Anything that I've set, and you're free to roam about from this point onwards, encounter all the different mobs, play around with anything that randomly generates. Because again, a lot of this was built on the idea of exploration. So I don't want to hold your hand. I don't want to, you know, sit here explaining to you every little thing you can find or do in the world. Have fun with it. And, well, it is also 1.20. You do have to play in 1.20, given a lot of the features built off of 1.20, and therefore would render the data pack useless and a lot of the features useless. It was a very tough decision to make, in all honesty. Like, I thought about just pushing through and slowly, again, converting everything to data packs, but I don't think I can get through it, to be honest. I think I'm fairly burnt out with this project at the point, and I know, personally, if I start something new, I'll be completely fine. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start fresh. I'm going to still build around the same core concepts, but we'll do it a little bit differently, and we'll do it a lot better. Because, again, I have been learning as I go, and there is a lot that I have learnt. Thanks for sticking with it, anyone who's watching till the end here, as well as anyone who's been following the journey, if you will, the creations. And yeah, we can sort of go with something a bit more consistent too. I might be doing... I don't want to promise anything, but I'll probably try to do, you know, like one data pack a week, and then all the data packs together will make up the final version of the game that I actually do want to play. Or we just add to the data pack each week, and we go like that. Either way. Hope you enjoyed, nonetheless. Sorry, I guess. I really am. It's tough to see something fail, but at the same time, you know, failure ends up breeding success, so it's for the best, trust me.